Good afternoon and welcome to this podcast on referencing. There are two referencing styles that are used for academic literature. The first one is the Harvard Referencing System, and this system is used throughout Wits University and specifically within the Wits Physiotherapy department. This is also the referencing style that you will be expected to use effectively for the duration of your course with us. The other referencing style is the Vancouver referencing style, but we won't be discussing this further as it has no relevance to the duration of your course with us. So let's look at when you will be expected to use the Harvard Referencing Guide. We expect you to use the Harvard referencing style when writing your essay assignments in blocks 2 and block 5 of your clinical course. You should also be using it for the referencing within your verbal case presentations, in fourth year for your research methodology course, and then also as a postgraduate student if you return to do your master's in physiotherapy with us. It is important that you understand how to use referencing correctly within the text of your assignments and within your reference list at the end of your assignment so that you do not open yourself up to committing plagiarism. Wits University takes a very serious view of students that commit plagiarism, and disciplinary action is initiated against such students. Please refer to the department policy booklet for students that is on Moodle, policy 18, that outlines the procedures regarding plagiarism. It is important that you use the Turnitin software that is available on Moodle when you submit your assignments, your research proposal, and your literature review, so that you can see what your plagiarism score is before you do the final submission of these documents to your lecturers. If you have a score that puts you within the yellow or the red zone, that indicates that you have not made the work your own and that you are using other people's work. So make sure that you redo your assignments, your literature review, and your research proposal so that you have a score within the green before you do final submission of your work for marking. The best way to avoid committing plagiarism is to refrain from using direct quotations of other researchers' work. Write your interpretation of their work in your own words in your assignments and put a reference to their work at the end of your sentence. It is, however, acceptable to have a direct quotation of another person's work of up to 3 sentences within your assignment, literature review, and proposal, and ensure that you use the correct in-text referencing to show where the direct quotation was taken from. This section shows you how to use the Harvard referencing system. The information shared with you here can be found in the Wits University Faculty of Health Sciences Style Guide for thesis, dissertations, and research report. There is a link to this report at the end of this presentation in the references slide. You are also welcome to watch the YouTube video shown here by the London South Bank University librarian on how to use the Harvard referencing system. When using the Harvard referencing system, it is important to list the author's surname and year of publication of the particular article that the author wrote or the chapter in the textbook that you are referring to within the text of your assignment. Full details of the journal article or book is then added to the reference list at the end of your work. This section shares information on how to refer to other people's work as you write the body of your assignment. This type of referencing is called in-text referencing. In the next few slides, you will find different scenarios related to in-text referencing. Please pay attention to the use of commas and semicolons if you refer to more than one source at the end of a sentence. Make sure that you familiarize yourself with the content of these few slides so that you will be able to successfully answer the questions at the end of this lesson. This part of the presentation deals with how to compose a reference list when using the Harvard referencing system. Take note that the reference list should be arranged alphabetically according to the surname of the first author of the article, the book, or the internet source that you used. Pay particular attention to when the words et al. Should be added into a reference in your reference list, and also pay attention to the difference in referencing format when referring to a chapter in a textbook and also when referring to a source on the internet. You are allowed to use a referencing software program such as EndNote and Mendeley when you write your assignments. However, ensure that the options given by these programs regarding the Harvard referencing system conforms with that which is required by Wits University. Pay particular attention to the use of punctuation, the use of et al., and the format of textbook and internet source referencing within a reference list. You have reached the end of this podcast. Take a few minutes to now answer the quiz questions at the end of the lesson. Thank you for listening.